I've been standing here trying to think of adjectives to describe this area. There's quite a few of them. Words like slick, modern, trendy, unique, high quality, great value for money. I think that's enough. Welcome to the Rama 9 area of Ratchada. Rama 9 intersection is at the very heart of this area. It's where Ratchadapisek Road starts. Rama 9 Road goes across, and then you've got Asok Dindang Road, which goes down towards Makkasan, Petjabury, Asok and Sukhumvit Road. So you're very centrally located around here. And then the blue line passes through with a station at Rama 9. Now you may have heard of this area referred to as simply Ratchada. One thing you won't be moving here for is the attractive scenery, unless of course you're standing on the balcony of your condo on a very high floor, looking down at it all saying, hey, I'm glad I'm not sitting in that traffic jam. But one thing you are sport for choice for around here is shopping options. You've got Tesco Lotus, you've got Central Plaza Rama 9, which has a top supermarket, a Robinson's, all the usual shops you'll find in a shopping mall. Across the road from that, you've got Fortune Town IT Mall. As for nightlife and green space, well, we'll come to that a little bit later on. Well, there's a lot to get through around here, and it's rainy season, which means it could be pissing down with rain in 5 minutes time and there'd be absolutely nothing whatsoever I could do about it. You know, sometimes I wish there was actually two of me, then I could get this done a lot quicker and then go home. But that's obviously not possible, is it? I'd be happy to help you. You've got to be kidding me, man. Why not? Well, that's my first time going to Jodd Fairs. I must say it's a lot better than I thought it would be. I've almost gone a couple of times, but I'm glad I've experienced it. Great food, great vibes, some great music being played at the other end where everyone's sitting down. A little bit crowded, but definitely worth a visit and a good evening out. So we're going to have a look around some of the condos and find out how much they are each month to rent.
Oi,
but
oi.
Who the fuck's that? I'm going to walk down this canal. You go and look around all the condos, find out how much they are to rent each month, take loads of photos and video and stuff, and then we'll meet later.
All right.
And you can get your hair cut, yeah?
Okay, I'll see you later then.
Okay, all right. Well, this is the Klong Sam Sen Canal, and I'm going to walk down this way and see exactly how far it goes. Well, if you know your Klongs of Bangkok, then you'll know that the Klong Sam Sen is actually a very long canal, and it eventually comes out into the river. I've walked along a lot of different parts of this canal in other videos, particularly Victory Monument, and there is an annoying dog over there, but luckily it's on the other side. I think he's the one who needs a bloody haircut, not me. If you agree with that, leave a comment. Anyway, where were we? Condos. I'm going to split them into two areas because there's just so many condos around here. So all the condos on this side of Rama 9 Road we'll call the Makkasan side, and then on the other side we'll call it the Ratchada side and do it a little bit later. And I better hurry up because it looks like it's about to rain any moment now. Well, that's a shame. I think this definitely concludes our little walk along the Klong Sam Sen. If you really need to know where it goes, I think you better check on Google Maps because I'm not going any further today. Well, at least there is somewhere I can shelter after all, Fortune Town. This is a place where you can get everything to do with IT, cameras, phones, video, audio, you name it, they've got it. 4 floors of places to browse. You can kill hours here, and I always come away with something every time I visit. Well, I just met a subscriber called Patrick. See you later. Oh, from Houston. Nice to meet you. I think it's time to call it a day. The rain has definitely thrown a spanner in the works, and sometimes you just got to draw the line and say that's it. Well, as you can probably tell, there's not much respite from the traffic noise around here. And where would you go if you wanted a bit of green space, peace and quiet, sit down with a good book, collect your thoughts? Well, I've seen somewhere on the map, and I do like the sound of it. It's right in the middle of the MRT railway depot, and it's just down Rama 9 Road. I can't resist a good canal. Same as if I see a cat, I've got to get it on film. Anyway, we're heading towards the MRTA park. From what I can see on the map, it's actually inside the MRTA headquarters. And I'm wondering, is this a private park for the staff of the MRTA? I'm not quite sure. This is Wat Uthai Tharam Road, which goes up towards Ratchada. It comes out opposite the street, which is a mall with a lot of food outlets and of course Foodland. So the MRT headquarters is up here on the left. Well, this is the gate that Google Maps tell you you've got to walk through to get to the park, and as you can see it looks absolutely locked. Let's see if there's a door in the gate, because I can see this, and is it open? Oh yes it is, we're on our way. Well, you get some great views in here, the MRT Health Park. What I can see is that it's very fitness orientated. Everyone's either jogging, skipping, stretching, sweating or warming down. Great to have on your doorstep though if you do live around here. No bikes allowed either, by the way. Wherever there's redevelopment in Bangkok, you'll always see a couple of shop houses that refuse to move. They stand firm regardless of all the redevelopment going on all around them, just like here. And I remember many years ago there were two quite attractive buildings on this corner that were demolished to make way for this new condo. And as much as I do admire the design and the uniqueness of the Ashton Assault Rama 9 condo, I think the old buildings were a little bit more nicer. Well, as you know, every time I do videos, I like to explore the local communities. And as with many parts of Bangkok, wherever there's redevelopment and modernisation, you'll still always find the heart of the local community beating down the side streets, down the back sois. And I'm going to take a walk down two streets. They run along the back of Fortune Town Mall, eventually leading to Ratchada Soi 1. This is Soi Charan Yu. Well, there's nothing amazingly historical about this area at all, really. Ratchadapisek Road, built in 1976 at a time when they were laying roads all over Bangkok to ease the traffic problems that were increasing year by year. Fortune Town Arcade, built in the early 1990s. It was replaced by Fortune Town Mall in 1999. And that really found its feet in the early 2000s as an IT mall. A lot of people were going to Pantip Plaza in those days. And Pantip Plaza sort of went downhill a little bit when people realised you could come here and get a much better deal. Central Plaza came along in 2011, and that really kick-started a rejuvenation of this area. And a lot of condos followed not long after that, and then now it is pretty much what it is, as they say. Transportation links are very good around here. You've got the MRT Blue Line station at Rama 9, and then just down the road you've got the airport rail link station Makkasan, which will take you directly to Suvarnabhumi. But if you walk along Rama 9 road, you may notice a few new stations popping up. These are for the brand new MRT Orange Line, and I want to have a look at one station which is taking shape quite nicely. Well, this place is a lot bigger than I remember. The Show DC Mall, I think it's got all the similar shops to every other shopping mall. It's also got something called the Bangkok Tourist Centre. Not sure what that is, whether it's duty free or just a ploy to get tourists to visit. What I do like here is this massively big map of the BTS and MRT and other lines. It's a bit out of date. The BTS only goes as far as On Nut, but that would look fabulous on one side of the living room wall. I might have a word with them, tell them it's out of date, and see if I can negotiate some kind of price. Well, here is a dog taking a piss on the grass outside a McDonald's that has closed down. That is a lovely sight to see. The closed down McDonald's, not the dog pissing, by the way. So what's the nightlife scene like around here? Well, two places come to mind, Ratchada Soi 4 or RCA, Royal City Avenue. And RCA has been at the epicenter of the Thai trendy nightlife scene for almost 30 years. I suppose if you're over 40, you can just sit around and chill out in Jodd Fairs, but there's no shortage of places where you can grab a cold drink, listen to music, or bust a move on the dance floor. I get the impression that Ratchada Soi 4 is not the place it once was many years ago, probably due to COVID-19. There are still a couple of places open, and I'm sure they're very busy on the weekends, but there are also a lot of places empty or run down. Can it recover? You never know. RCA has always been popular for nearly 3 decades. A place for young, trendy Thais, university students, people mostly under 30 to go and have a good time. And the place used to be packed all the time. The last time I came here was 2009, and I was showing someone who was visiting Bangkok some local nightlife. And even I felt old. I was just a little bit over 30 in those days. But in recent years, of course, thanks to COVID, it hasn't been doing too well. Some of the clubs look like they're still not reopened, and if they will, we don't know. But it's when you see signs like that that it gives you the idea that RCA, you know, maybe is on its last legs, but from what I've seen on YouTube, that is definitely not the case. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video here in the Rama 9 area of Ratchada. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, like, share and comment. If you'd like to contribute and support the channel, you can do so via the Buy Me a Coffee link on the screen. There's also Ko-fi and PayPal links in the description as well. That just leaves me to say thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.